Hi everyone, it's Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada. So welcome if this is your first time joining me for a live, or if you're watching me on replay, thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to wait until some people pop on here, and I'm going to just highlight. We're going to be working with the Share a Milkshake bundle today. So let me just make sure that I am broadcasting to each one of my channels. It looks like I am. And that's good. And then I'll just scoot over here and make sure that my sound is on, because sometimes I've got one thing going, but the sound doesn't work. So let's see. Yeah, we're all good. Okay. All right. Hi, Mo. How are you? Okay. Let's get myself settled here. Alrighty. Well, I hope everyone's having a great day. I am on a day that I'm not normally on. I'm usually on Wednesdays, but I had to go somewhere yesterday, so we're here today on Thursday. So thanks for popping on and joining me. And we're just going to wait for a couple more minutes. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Your milkshake bundle just arrived. You just opened your box. Oh, good. There you go. Hi, Keisha. How are you? Well, I'm going to actually highlight my workspace. There we go. And we'll just head over there. We'll talk about this adorable Share a Milkshake bundle. I wasn't going to get it, but I earned some freebies. Sometimes as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we earn things. And so I thought, oh gosh, this is something I wouldn't normally get myself, but I'm going to buy it. I've seen lots of really cute projects. So I thought, why not? And it made me feel more like it was spring, summer. So we've got the adorable stamp set. Let me show you that. Here it is. Isn't that cute? We've got the sentiments, which are really cute. Life is sweeter with you. Celebrate. You're the cherry on top. And they're really kind of a funky, fun font, which I really like. Oh, and also Be My Valentine. Then we've got the soda glasses. And this is a two-step. So you stamp one image, and then this image is going to go on top. Then we've got a really small bowl of ice cream. And we've got some hearts. These are straws. I'll show you those in a minute. We've got a spoon. We've got a cherry. And of course, we have our ice cream. It also comes in the bundle. It comes with coordinating dies. Oof, stuck in there. There we go. Now I've taken a few out because we're going to use them today. But you can see that you can cut out the cup and you can cut out the bowl and the straw. Cherry. This reminds me of like a waffle cone. So that's a nice little background that you can cut out with your dies. So that's the bundle. Of course, when you bundle together, you save 10% off the price. And if you buy this bundle, you can earn a free celebration set. So that's fun too. All right, so let's get started. Let me grab all my bits here. I'm going to start my card today with a color I don't use very often, Blushing Bride. And I'm going to grab my bone folder. So this is cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're just going to crease that. So then we've got our card front. I'm noticing that I'm not liking where I am here. So I'm just going to raise this up a tit. And I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's a better centering of where I'm stamping. Okay. So we got that. I've got just some scraps here. I have Mango Melody, one of my favorite colors, actually. I've got another piece of Blushing Bride. I've got So Saffron, Polished Pink, and then Pool Party. So I got that. And then I've got just a piece of basic white. Now I've cut this one. I think I've cut this to, 3.5 by 5.5. It's going to go in the middle there. Okay. And then I've also got a little piece of silver foil. And lastly, I've got a piece of vellum. Now this vellum is from a pack called Vellum Basics. Let me show you what this looks like. So this comes in 12 by 12. You get 6 sheets, so 2 of each. Let me just see if we can figure out a way to actually show you what they look like. So this one is polka dots. You can see that. And then the other patterns are, I would say, like a fern pattern, which is really pretty. And then lastly, a striped. Now the striped would have been nice with the ice cream too. That would have kind of gone. But I went with the polka dots. Okay, so I'm going to just set that aside. So that's in the January to April mini catalog. So you want to check out that. All right, so let's get going here. I'm going to take my piece of basic white. This is, hi, Leanne. Hello, hello. Did you have a nice... I get so confused. Leanne is from Australia. So it's Friday in Australia. And Australia Day was that yesterday, Leanne? Wednesday? Like, I don't know what day it is. So this is 3.5 by 5.5, which I mentioned. Let's get started. I'm going to grab that polished pink, which is such a vibrant and pretty color, isn't it? And I'm going to grab the little hearts here. And I'm going to create my own designer series paper, so to speak, by stamping my hearts in a random design over the entire piece. Now, the trick with this is to kind of keep turning your hearts because you don't want them all going the same way. You want to give it some interest. And if they were all kind of going the same way, it might look a little fake. And you also want to go off your paper. And I am going to just grab a little piece here of scrap. See how I've gone off there? I want a second generation, but if I stamp off the side and then I go to stamp, part of it is going to be all messy. I'll show you what I mean. So if I stamp this piece off on the edge and then I go to stamp a secondary, can you see how I've got, this is a lighter version, but the one that was off the page is full strength and that looks kind of goofy, right? So we don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp. So just keep turning your hearts. Just like that. And then, yeah, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to bring in that piece of vellum that we were playing with earlier or showing you earlier. It's going to sit in the middle here. And I just want to see what we're going to see off the edge here. So I think I'd feel better if I just had a couple more hearts. A little more strategically placed there. And then maybe just one more. There we go. So yes, it is Friday at 7 a.m. in Perth, Australia, and Australia Day was yesterday. Oh, good. I'm losing my mind. All right, so that's what we're going to be working with. We can go ahead and glue our piece of basic white that we've created that nice background with onto our card front. So let's do that. I've got my favorite glue, as you know. When are you coming to visit me, Leanne? Again, in Canada. Leanne has been to visit me twice from Australia. Not to visit me. She came to visit Canada, but I was the beneficiary of her visit twice. Now that COVID is a little bit under control, you can travel. I'm hoping you'll be able to come back maybe next Christmas because she likes to come in the winter. She hates the hot Australia summers. She hates them with a passion. So she likes to come here and play in the snow. Right, Nan? Let's grab these. Now, I'm going to be cutting some of the dies. Now, one of the dies is really cool. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. It's a waffle cone. And I played around with this. I thought, well, waffle cones, should I do like a crumb cake? then I thought, no, I like the mango. I think the mango would be a good color. So let's bring in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is the boho blue version. This is the one that you can select as part of your starter kit if you join my community before February 28th. You can pick this as one of your choices in your kit. So let's get that on there. And I might as well cut one of the ice creams. Let's grab that. Okay, so we're going to cut a few. So I'll just grab one of the colors and we will cut that out. Okay, so these dies are perfect for the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I don't need the larger machine to cut through these. We're just going to stack these up as we go, and I'll just talk as we go. And see here, I'm going to bring in my piece of silver, that foil that we had earlier. I'm going to cut a spoon out of that. At the same time, I'm going to cut out another ice cream, and this is the polished pink. Okay. Anybody else grow up with that saying, you scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream? Is that something you guys did when you were, or kind of the rhyme that you said when you were a little kid? All right, next up is Pool Party. Let's see how quickly this card comes together. Hi, Carol from Connecticut. How are you today? Hi, Gail. Miss saying hello to you. Sorry. Welcome, everybody. And then lastly, our last color is the Blushing Bride. So let's grab that. And that's all I'm going to do today. Now, I want to show you something before I put away my die and my machine. This stamp set and dies also has the ice cream image that you can stamp and cut out, right? So let me show you. I've done a few of those because I wasn't sure if I was going to use paper, cardstock colors, or the cutouts. So this one here, let's look at this one. This one here is Pool Party. So can you see that I've stamped it and then I've cut it out with the die? Okay. Let's put this together. So I'm going to put it all together on my vellum. And I don't think it matters which side. This one looks a little bit more obvious with the polka dots. Before we do that, though, I want to stamp it with the sentiment. I'm going to be using my gold embossing powder. First thing I want to do is you really want to use your embossing buddy on vellum because your fingers, the oil sticks to it, and then you get a mess when you try and add the embossing powder. So the sentiment we're using, we're going to stamp it in Versamark, is life is sweeter with you. Well, that's true. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add, whoops, turn that around, add our gold on top, tap that off, make sure we've got all our word covered. And can you see that it didn't stick where I didn't want it, but I can always just give it a little flick and then that's perfect. Okay, let's put all that excess powder into our little jar. Now, when you're going to heat set this, there are two controls on the heat tool, right? There's 1 and 2. So 1, I'm just going to turn it on. 1 is not as strong, and 2 is louder, right? So normally I would use 2, but when I'm using vellum, I have I'll either use 1 because it won't buckle my paper because it'll still heat set it, but not quite as quick. Or I use number 2, which I'm going to do today, but instead of going on this side, I'm going to go under. And I'm not sure I can really, well, I can just turn it over. That's what I'll do. It's a little harder to see what I'm doing though. I have to keep checking. But this is what I would do. Okay, so I would do it from that side. And then I don't get my paper all wrinkly. And I think I'm good. Let's see how fast that was. It's going to be a lot faster on vellum than it is on cardstock. Okay. All right, let's put all of this away. Now we can start building our ice cream. Now, this one here, you guys, you can make a cute, you can almost make a cute little taco out of it. But you can make a little ice cream cone that looks like this, where you can then, you know, add. Now, I would use the smaller pieces of ice cream to fit in here. There's a smaller die, but I'm not going to do that today. Today, I can find my scissors. Here they are. I am going to cut off the sides. Carol, you just got this bundle. That's what Carol was saying. Cindy was saying. She just got it today. And literally, she's opening her box as we speak. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Okay. So that's our ice cream cone. So cute. So let's go ahead and glue that down. Now I can just use my white glue for this, because no one's going to see the other side of this piece of vellum. Okay. Go. All right. Now I'm going to start layering my different colors of ice cream. I'm going to start with this one, which is Blushing Bride. I'm going to pop these up because I just wanted them to be a little bit more dimensionalized. Next up, let's do the blue. So this is Pool Party. You can have blue ice cream, can't we? There's all sorts of colors of ice cream. My border buddy, Patsy Wagner, who, if you live in the United States, you can order from her. Her daughter owns an ice cream parlor. So cool. I think it's called the Purple Parlor. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so fun. I'd like to have a daughter who owns an ice cream parlor. And lastly, we're going to glue down our top, which is that Positively Pink. I really wanted it to be a nice bright color. And I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to actually insert my spoon. Now, can you see on every one of these pieces, it's got this little slit. Oh, my little spoon just went flying. Got this little slit. You can put a straw in there if you're making an ice cream soda. Or I'm going to put my spoon in here. And that's going to be my ice cream, because I know it's not in a dish, but that's okay. I wanted to use a spoon to just, because there's so much ice cream in my ice cream cone that I can do that. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this on. You could use white glue or whatever, but I prefer to use the fantastic glue dots that come in the paper pumpkin kit. I love these. If people don't like these, they get paper pumpkin and they don't like them, I graciously will take them off your hands. I'm going to stick it to the back of my cone, and wherever there's an ice cream or an image, I'm going to basically hide my glue dots behind here. Okay. And then I am going to add them to all four corners. These dots are fairly invisible. They actually work really well. Our other glue dots are kind of big and bulky, right? So they you can see through the vellum, which drives me crazy. So just another benefit of getting the paper pumpkin. I don't know if you guys are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, but this month, February, the one for February, which we can order till February 10th, is to die for. It's adorable. It's little frogs and sort of a really cute cards, and it coordinates with the Rain or Shine suite of products in the catalog. And for the first time ever, it has coordinating dies, which is even more fun. Okay, so I just use take a pick, and I just pick them off. You can use your scissors or your fingernails. I just find that The take a pick works best for me. Okay, and there we go. So you can see they're quite flat, which makes it really easy. Get all that out of the way. Here's our card. Bring that back in. Let's lower that down. And I'm just going to center that. I think I forgot to mention the size of my vellum. Vellum is 3 by 5 1/4. So just a little bit smaller than that DSP we created. Okay. Let's add some other items to this. Let's add some baker's twine. So I've just got the white baker's twine. I'm going to tie a little bow. There we go. And I'm going to attach that with my paper pumpkin glue dots too. Okay, so let's put that about there, I'd say. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Now we need some embellishments. So the two that I like the best for this week are the pastel adhesive backed sequins, which are fantastic. But then we've also got the opaque adhesive backed gems. I like these too. I thought these were pretty because they kind of, I don't know, they kind of look like ice cream in a way, right? Let's use those. I'm going to open a new pack of these. I haven't used these yet. So we've got Fresh Freesia is one of the colors. Oh, that would have been a nice ice cream color. I should have picked Fresh Freesia. We've got white. I don't want to use white. Let's use this one, which I'm not sure the color of that. And this is definitely like a gorgeous grape, I think. Anyway, there we go. So we've got some grapes and some reds. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that cute? Who else has got this bundle? Anybody? Anybody else commenting? Oh, I see there's more comments over here. I gotta go back over here. Hi, Nikki. Did I emboss the vellum? Yes. No, it comes with the polka dots, and it is in the, I'm pretty sure it's in the mini. So let's have a look here. Let's find it for you. Here it is. Vellum Basics 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And once my video's finished, watch the replay and I show you the different patterns that are included in the Vellum Basics. You can also see it on page 46. So let's see if that gives us a bigger idea of what it is. Not really. It's here. You can't really see it here, but you've got some, you got polka dots, ferns, and stripes, and you get 2 of each. So 6 sheets, and they're 12 by 12. So it's a good deal. So good question. Thanks for asking. Hi, Donna. How are you? It is a super cute card, isn't it? Now let's look at another super cute card. How about this one? This one uses the glasses. Okay. And I remember I was talking to you earlier about the 2 steps. So look at that. So you've stamped the, I got glue on it. I'll get that off. You've stamped the cup, the glass, and then you've gone over with a darker color. And that's how you get that really cool kind of 2D look. And this is the straw I was talking about. So you can stamp the straw and then cut it out with the die, and then it goes in that little slot. And then the ice cream on top of our float has been stamped and cut out. And then we have our little cherry. So cute. And then these are the same opaque adhesive backed gems. Okay, so let's do that. We've got them both. Nope, we've got to get them both in. There we go. And my original card that I made, I used the, what are they called? Pastel adhesive backed sequins. And they look nice too. But I kind of think that the opaque ones look nicer. Thanks, you guys. It is a super cute card, and it's really easy to make. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, just check that replay, Nikki. That's good. Okay, let me come back and see you guys. Here I am. Thank you, whoever is a Facebook user and likes my cards. Appreciate that. Hi, Carol. How are you? What else? What's today? Thursday. So I wanted to show you that. I wanted to just extend an invitation for those of you who don't have a demonstrator or aren't demonstrators yourself. I'd love for you to join my community of stampers. We have about 150 coast to coast. Cindy is on this call. She's one of my team members. And we have lots of fun in our community. And it's a super stinking great deal. Where did I put my... Yes, somewhere. It's a great deal during celebration because there's 3 different options. 2 of them come with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And the 3rd option is just product of your choice. So they're all really great options for you. So if you'd like more information, you can email me at stampwithalison@gmail.com. Oh, thanks, Mo. Mo says I'm a great team leader. Thank you. Well, I have a great team, so that helps. Anyway, thanks for coming today on my off day, not my usual day. I normally am on Sundays. However, I'm teaching a class online at 10 a.m. on Sunday, which is our usual get-together time. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it later in the day, but I will post if I am. But I will not be live at 10 a.m. that day. Okay? So thanks for coming today, you guys. And I hope if you've got this suite or this bundle of products, it's not a suite, but this product, you will go ahead and make some really yummy calorie-free ice cream. Okay, you guys. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, you guys. I will see you when I see you, but I'll let you know. Bye for now and happy